What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome to the RNEWS Evening Show. And let's just jump into it. From r/World News. One of the first successful Russian-backed misinformation efforts of the 2020 election tricked Donald Trump Jr. and Ted Cruz into helping spread false claims about Portland protesters. Tricked? Are you sure? It looks like coordination from where I am. There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas. Probably in Tennessee. That says, never attribute to malice that which can be explained by. They're stupid and collaborating is what I'm saying. Exactly. They don't care whether it's true or not, they only care if it fits the messaging playbook. The strategy has worked so far. Fake news is all the base needs to hear and any reasoning is immediately dismissed. It's honestly kinda impressive how well they've laid the fake news argument. It started with alternative facts, but even back then people were like, yay, that's kinda bullcrap. But it's wild how they can just refute any claim they want with it's fake news and the base is like it is fake news. Quote, yeah, like how I trick my dog to swallow a pill covered in squeezed cheese. Except in this case the cheese is treason. Cheeson if you will. It's called cheeson because it's fun to do. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/News. Ghislaine Maxwell fails to obtain delay in unsealing documents. Why does she want them sealed anyway? Once they are unsealed, then killing her seems less important. The people implicated in documents are her friends. They are currently people with a vested interest in supporting her, and more importantly not turning state evidence against her. Once the names come out, that reverses. If only there was a way to tell who the friends of a sex trafficker are. I guess we start by looking if anyone publicly wishes her well. I'm not sure how else we would know who supports her and what she's known to have done. So she can out certain people and not others. Hell, it's probably the only reason she was being kept alive. Can't have Trump be outed on an election year. Am I right? Lol, as if outing Trump as a pedophile would do anything to change his chances at re-election. It makes me so happy that Reuters keep using this awesome drawing of her. She looks so horrible. Vanity Fair and the other Ghislaine apologists keep showing her as the glamorous, pardonable woman. Kinda feels like they under contract sometimes. Looking like Hector Salamanca in this sketch. How the heck do you pronounce her name? Pedophile rapist, it's foreign. I still can't believe she committed suicide next week. Oh look, this joke again. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/Politics. Pelosi, Maloney joined by 173 House Democrats in calling on Postmaster General to reverse assault on Postal service. My grandma has been waiting for a prescription manufacturer's letter so she can get free medicine. That could cost her $500 per month. We've been waiting over a week, and it still hasn't arrived. My husband and I had to fork out the $500 so she wouldn't go without, and I've been out of work since March. This whole administration of nasty men makes me sick. Edit for typo. Talk to the news. I'm sure someone would love to cover your story. Local news is owned by Sinclair now. Gotta go viral. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes. But apparently I overstated it a little. Not all local news is owned by Sinclair. I don't think they're even a majority yet. Just a large plurality. They owned my local ABC affiliate. I always found their reporting to have a horrible bias. And then I found out about Sinclair. Frick Sinclair. Subpoena him to appear tomorrow. When he doesn't, send the sergeant-at-arms and arrest him. Play hardball. This kid glove stuff is not working. Has never worked, and is going letting the GOP destroy this nation. For almost 4 years I've heard about this sergeant-at-arms person. But I'm beginning to think they don't exist, much like calling for Santa Claus to put Trump on his naughty list. Edit. I know he exists. I'm not gonna ask if you really think I'm that dumb, because I already know the answer to that. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/Politics. Antifa website cited in conservative media attack on Biden is linked to wait for it, Russia. This crap is just a cartoon now. It's been absurd since the start. And don't forget, if you're not anti-Fa, you're fascist. I remember the first time I had to look up what Antifa was. And when I found out it just meant anti-fascist, I was like, how is that bad? Repubs need a boogeyman. a fake extreme, radical, left to attack or they don't get votes. Be afraid, there's a revolution. The worst part is, Russia doesn't even need to be subtle. Russian interference has been politicized so much that even when valid examples of it pop up, it's written off by a sizable segment of the population as fake news. It's a mix of sad, baffling and enraging that I can't find an exact word for. I'm sure there's a better, 10-syllable German word for it, but Weltschmerz should work. What does it mean? A feeling of melancholy and world weariness. Boy, those Germans have a word for everything. It's a bit easier when some words are just multiple full words combined into one. What's a word for I willingly got to reach around from a rabid monkey wearing sparkly high heels and lipstick? A fengale. How big is the GOP branch office in Moscow? You're watching the Reddit news show. From r/news. Warrant issued for Vancouver Proud Boy busted at Seattle protest. Violence solves everything. We need more violence from the Trump people. Gavin McInnes, founder of Proud Boys. Is that the same Gavin that shoved something up his butt to own the libs? It was a dildo for the record, and yet it's him. Man, as a lib I felt so freaking PWNED by that. Please Gavin, stop shoving things up your butt. You're demoralizing our base. Could he possibly look like a bigger douche nozzle? Proud Boys co-founder Gavin McInnes owning the libs by sticking a butt plug up his own butt. This is really true. Gavin McInnes. Is he sure about being a white supremacist? Looks a little tan to me. His last name is Samoan for what that's worth. Crazy how it's been more than 2 months and they still haven't arrested him. Meanwhile, peaceful protesters were being thrown into the back of unmarked cars in a matter of hours. Oh, that's right. Maybe this is why. Just make sure Tories doesn't do anything which may draw our attention. If he still had the warrant in the system. I don't run you guys, so I don't personally know. The officers could arrest him. I don't see a need to arrest on the warrant unless there is a reason. Portland Police Lieutenant Jeff Nguyen in text messages to far-right leader Joey Gibson. Men calling themselves Proud Boys will always be hilarious to me. You're watching the Reddit news show. From r/World News. Kenya's elephant numbers double over 3 decades. At first I read it as Kanye's elephant, and was thinking I would not want elephants in there. Care of such an irresponsible, unstable human. And that's where we're going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like, and if you want to see more of the RNEWS show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNEWS show and I'll see you tomorrow.